Government Keyword Definitions, Part B. Legislative, pertaining to the branch of government responsible for making laws. The legislative body is typically composed of elected representatives who debate, propose, and enact laws. Executive refers to the branch of government responsible for implementing and enforcing laws and policies. It includes the head of state, such as a president or prime minister, along with various government departments and agencies tasked with administration and governance. Supply, the amount of goods and services available in the market at various prices during a specific period. It is determined by producers or sellers. Demand, the quantity of goods or services that consumers are willing and able to purchase at various prices during a specific period. Market, a physical or virtual space where buyers and sellers come together to exchange goods, services, or resources. Profit, the financial gain earned when the revenue from selling goods or services exceeds the total cost earned in producing or providing them. Loss, the negative financial outcome when the costs of producing or providing goods or services exceed the revenue earned from selling them. Competition, the rivalry among sellers or producers in a market as they strive to attract customers by offering better prices, quality, or services. An entrepreneur, an individual who starts and manages a business venture, taking risks in pursuit of profits and often innovating to create new products or services. Goods, tangible items that can be seen and touched, produced to fulfill consumer wants and needs. Services, intangible activities or benefits provided by one party to another, often to meet specific needs or demands. Budget, a financial plan outlining estimated revenues and expenditure for a specific period, typically prepared by individuals, organizations, or governments to manage their finances. Income tax, tax levied by the government on an individual's or entity's earnings, such as wages, salaries, interest, or profits, calculated based on predetermined rates and income brackets. Value added tax, VAT, a consumption tax imposed on the value added to products at each stage of its production and distribution, ultimately borne by the end of the consumer. It is based on the increase in value throughout the production chain. Company tax, a tax imposed on the profits earned by businesses or corporations, calculated on their net income after deducting allowable expenses and paid to the government. Private sector, the part of the economy made up of privately owned businesses, enterprises, and organizations that operate to generate profits. Sewage works, the infrastructure and facilities designed for the collection, treatment, and disposal of wastewater and sewage to prevent environmental pollution and ensure public health. Sewage works typically include sewage systems, treatment plants, and related structures. Sustainability, the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs, focusing on environmental, social, and economic balance and preservation. Public goods and services provided by the government for the benefit of the public, often financed through taxes. Subsidies, financial aid or support provided by the government to individuals or businesses to encourage certain activities, industries, and sectors. They aim to promote development or to make goods or services more affordable. Grants, financial assistance given by the government or an organization for specific purposes, such as funding education, research, or community projects without the expectation of repayment. Excess tax, a tax imposed on specific goods produced or sold within a country, typically on items considered non-essential or harmful to public health, such as alcohol, tobacco, or gasoline. Civil servants. These are individuals employed by the government to carry out various administrative, managerial, or professional roles in public service. Private corporations, companies or entities established by the government to provide essential services or manage public resources. ESCOM, South Africa's state-owned electricity public utility company responsible for generating, transmitting, and distributing electricity in the country. Employment Equity Act, legislation in South Africa aimed at promoting equality in the workplace by addressing discrimination and ensuring equitable representation and opportunities for all individuals, particularly previously disadvantaged groups. Companies Act, legislation that governs the incorporation, functioning, and closure of companies in South Africa, specifying legal requirements for corporate entities. Labor Relations Act, it is a law in South Africa that regulates labor practices, including collective bargaining, dispute resolution, and the rights and obligations of employers and employees. Natural resources, materials or substances occurring in nature. Power plants. These are facilities or structures designed to generate electricity on a large scale by converting various sources of energy such as fossil fuels, nuclear, hydro, solar, or wind into electrical power. Department of Trade and Industry. This is a government department or ministry responsible for promoting economic development, facilitating trade, encouraging industrial growth, and formulating policies to enhance the country's economic competitiveness.